That's it.
You guys, this is our first time here with y'all, and well, in this capacity, because we're always on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We all over the board. So this is what we want you guys to do. Come here every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's it.
Oops. Guys, this is and what we are wanting for you all to do is to stay with us, stick with us. We are going to be talking about so many different topics here. And I mean, so many topics. We have topics that you're not even going to be able to imagine that we're talking about. Yes, this is empowerment schooling. We focus on empowering the masses with knowledge of self from a mental standpoint. We focus on emotions. We focus on mastering self, mastering thoughts to realign your mind for personal growth. We want everybody to have hope. What is hope, ladies?
Having only positive experiences. Y'all know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, my queens, let's don't mute because we finna be talking in and out and you guys. So we're live today on YouTube and we're gonna be live every Sunday on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, you guys, please, please, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you'll always know when we're live. Individually, we will be going live a tad bit more often here to ensure that you guys know that we love you, we appreciate your support, and I'm just making sure that everything is going where it's supposed to go. So, Keisha, Coach, Miss Singles Coach.
Yes.
Congratulations, my queen, on the move. How is that? What is that like, honey?
It was very overwhelming at first, but now it's awesome. I'm getting everything together and unpacking all the stuff. But other than that, everything is great.
That is great. The anticipation was kicking in, huh?
The anticipation, the anxiety, that's what the hell kicked in.
So how did that work? Like when you say the anticipation kicked in, what does that look like? Like how did that happen?
The anticipation was more for as the excitement that everything was actually coming together and lining up. Now the anxiety was the point of the closer it got, the more it was like more pressure was put on me that I really had to do this, that it was going to happen, that I better did it right because if not, my children was going to be upset with me. So it was just more of the anxiety. But once I calmed myself down and understood and got on the road and kind of blocked out people so I wouldn't feel no type of way and got myself together and done. Once I got here, I was calm, I was ready. It was done, so all that stuff was over.
So you stopped the negative thoughts.
The anticipation of it finally worked out once I didn't let it take over me to stop me from where my goal was going to go and what I was going to do. I made sure that I did it, regardless of the anxiety or anything like that. I still went through with it, and what I anticipated was even more than I thought.
Great job. So you stop the negative thoughts. Nip them in the butt. Good job.
Nip them in the butt. For real. I know next time because that anxiety is not a good feeling at all.
I'm so excited for you, Keisha. Like the fact that you have actually stepped out there and against all odds. Like, let's just keep it real because we on Real Talk Time Sundays. So let's keep it real. Keisha did not have a job lined up when she came here. Of course, she has a career, which is her being a life coach, and that is now something recent for her. So she's still in the works of building her audience and engaging with her audience and growing her business. And so it isn't drawing the income that she needs to be substantial at this point. But the fact of the matter is, your goal is bigger than what's happening in your reality. So even though you don't at this present moment have everything lined up, you still have skills that you can utilize to bring you income till you get things rolling. Am I correct?
Right. And then at the end of the day, regardless, I'm here. I didn't, yeah, I had a daycare back then. No, I don't have that clientele that I have now because nobody knows me. But at the end of the day, just because I don't have that doesn't mean that was supposed to stop me. Because once I get here, got somewhere to stay, we're stable, children in school, all that's going to come together. That's not something to worry about right now because I'm able to manage and do what I need to do. So just because everything isn't lined up the way people would want it to be lined up, that shouldn't be something to stop you. Mm-hmm. That should be more of your motivation. Shoot, I got a house, my children together, I'm together. Shoot, I got a car, I can get where I need to go. I can go find a job.
Right.
I'm very proud
of you. I got to build my businesses back up from ground up, but that ain't nothing.
Mm. So when you say that ain't nothing, are you utilizing like your knowledge of lust to attract things that are going to be needed for this new journey to yourself? Or are you staying in a place of anticipation so that way it doesn't jump over to expectation and you veer off with the negative thoughts and emotions?
No, because I already have a plan. Before I even opened up my daycare business, I was already working for a daycare. I was already having where lined up where me to get my CDAs. So knowing that I wasn't going to have a job, get a daycare, get children, because people don't trust me right now, I knew I was going to have to go in that field back into a daycare setting. So in the process of that, I worked on getting my CDAs. So now only thing I have to do is go into a daycare that's offering it, take my test, and there go another something right on top of what I need to even build my clientele is getting meeting people and doing it. And eventually I can open up my own daycare back again and do what I need to do. It's just a process. Just because I have to start over don't mean it's not going to come. I did it once. Of course I can do it again.
Well, I'm very proud of you ladies. So check this out, guys. Let me tell y'all why I'm going to need y'all help really quick. Can y'all, are y'all able to use your other phones to pull up our YouTube page and show where you can share this to your personal page to show that we're actually live and to draw our audience here?
My other phone is completely out right now.
Okay, I understand about yours, Keisha. I think that I can share it onto yours for you, but
listen, I can ask Trinity him to share it too if you want me to.
That'll be awesome. Like, yeah, step off, yeah, make it hide yourself, and then hit hide. Okay.
I got a shirt.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Queen. So while she's doing that, so I hear that you're in the works of getting married. That's just what I hear. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, you know, help me, Queen, help me.
No. Yeah, that's gonna be my husband. Yeah, that's gonna be my husband. We working on it. It's a lot yet to come. It's a lot to come. Yeah, there's a lot of lust. Well, we passed the lust. We in the commitment stage. I ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Exactly. We work on that commitment daily.
I'm excited for y'all, man. I love y'all's bond. I love y'all's relationship. It's really, really, y'all actually are real friends. Even though y'all have y'all ups and downs, like every relationship, it's really cool to see that even though y'all get on each other's nerves and things happening, you know what I'm saying? So that leads me, ma'am, into the hot topic. What done happened with Bow Wow? I mean, I'm just saying, Queen, what happened? What happened?
So I saw a comment this morning, you know, where they had Bow Wow apparently got into an altercation with his significant other, and he got marks and stuff on his face. And somebody said, I guess they were making fun of Bow Wow. And now if he would have two-pieced her, then they would have been dragging his name through the mud. Guys, and I'm just going to be real because it's real talk. I agree with that. I have a son and I have daughters. So at the same time, I'm not going to raise my child. My child, no, don't hit no woman. But at the same time, if a woman continue to put their hands on you, you have no choice but to protect yourself. Abuse comes from both ways. And I don't think a lot of people, it's not funny when a guy beat up a girl. So what's funny about a girl beating up a guy? That don't be funny. Now, a person, we're all human, regardless of female or male. So for me, for instance, if a person keep hitting on you and you telling them to stop, or you're walking away and they continue to do it in a rageful manner, my instinct gonna be to protect myself and to hit back. I done forgot what gender you are, who you are, where you from. I just know that I've tried to walk away. I've tried to tell you more than one time to keep your hand. Don't put your hands on me. I'm not your child. Please don't touch me. And you continue to do it. I done blacked out a little bit. So that's what's surfing the web. And I also seen that somebody had Chris Brown next to Bow Wow and said there's two different type of men and was laughing.
Oh my goodness. Seriously.
Yes. This is what's going on. And both you guys have sons too. And daughters. So my whole thing is don't beat on my son.
But that's funny because last night me and Lisa was just talking about this. I was like, see, it comes to a point in time that this day and age that people and women, when they that a man is not gonna put their hands on you, you take advantage of that.
That part.
And I have daughters, so I know that they take advantage of it because my sons did his sisters take advantage of it. I done got, hey, look, I'm from a mother standpoint, and that is my son. One that look, you hit him once and he don't warn you. Okay. Now twice and you done call me up and I done fixed the situation and now the third time, baby, he might just have to nudge you a little bit to calm you down and let you know, hey, I ain't playing. Now, you can't just keep on and constantly keep on hitting on men and don't expect them not to retaliate. They get tired of getting beat on too. Just because he's a good man don't mean you're supposed to continue to put your hands on them. That's not how it works. He got a mama. You can pick up your stuff and you can go. Wherever it is where you have to set boundaries where that person ain't putting their hands on you, that's cool. Then when you start getting outrageous and constantly putting your hands on a man, there comes a point in time where he is going to retaliate. Just because you're a woman don't mean nothing.
And I think that's
a title. Topic. I'm sorry. That becomes a title after that. You keep on putting your hands on me.
And I think that is a very big topic in this lust thing because a lot of people don't think that women can be the abusers. And that is false.
That is so false.
Okay. Now that y'all said that, and I sat here and I have just been listening because y'all have got it on and popping this Sunday morning. Listen, y'all. Now I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this abuser as a woman, and then but before that, I do want to tell you about how I feel about this with the Bow Wow. I appreciate his mama. I do. I really appreciate his mom because it takes a mom to be able to, because Bow Wow's father wasn't present, so this isn't something that a man told him. I'm pretty sure that having what's his name? Jermaine Dupri around him as a father figure, because I'm pretty sure Jermaine Dupri isn't that type of man who's aggressive with women from a physical standpoint or a physical perspective. But I'm giving his Bow Wow's mother the extreme credit because as a Black woman, we get so much flack and we get so much, belittling and downplay, and we're looked upon as not the supreme and things of that nature, and we're looked at as a lesser vessel here. When it comes to the people in the placement of society, Black women, we're just like Black men are on the lower realm of the totem pole. Black women are lower than that.
Right.
From the way that from a society standpoint, I myself being a Black woman know that I'm more valuable than that. So I don't identify with those statistics is what I'm saying. But for Bow Wow's mother to be a single Black woman and to raise a Black child with standards that she didn't display in front of him, meaning hit a fucking man or things of that nature. And then if maybe ever she was in that situation, maybe she was able to handle the situation and not allow it to become aggressive in front of her child. Now, whatever she did behind closed doors, that's one thing. But what children see is what they represent, is what they duplicate, is what they put back out. What they hear is what they do. I'm a full aware of this because my son cusses like a sailor, because I cuss like a sailor. I am fully aware that my son pops off at the mouth because I used to pop off at the mouth. I am fully aware that my son is into white women because his father has always been into white women. Now, these are things that as mothers, we're wanting so much to be held accountable for the men, but as a mother, we're the ones that are staying here. We're the nurturers, we're the carers, we're the providers from a mental standpoint. So when you're saying abuse, some of these children, Chris Brown, he might have been abused mentally from what he saw as a child. He might have been abused through his ears from what he heard. Mm-hmm. So Lil Bow Wow, so I take my hat off to his mother for being a woman to not abuse her child through sound and through sight. Now, Bow Wow, I appreciate him for being a man and not hitting her back, but I'm wanting to understand, does he respect himself and understand self-worth? And now it's time to leave.
Right. And I agree with everything because it's not a funny manner. And no, me being a parent, no, I do not encourage my son to hit no female. No, he know that. But at the same time, it would not in a comment to drag somebody through the mud when you don't know the situation, that would not be right. And making fun of him because he did not hit her back, I actually take my hat off to that, because being a human and being a person and being somebody who's going through abuse, that's very hard not to put your hands back on somebody who keep hitting you.
Right.
So that he should be congratulated on doing that, because there's not a lot of people that would do that.
Right. But the way society is and how everything puts out, it's always got to be something negative.
Right.
If he would have hit her, he's a woman beater, he needs to go to jail, they need to put him up under the jail, men shouldn't put their hands on women. But then on the instance, he's being a gentleman, done got his damn face messed up after this woman done put her hands on him. And he didn't do nothing, but now he a punk. He gonna just let a woman beat on him. Okay, the man can't win for losing. Come on, people. Come on. Give the man some type of credit. He didn't hit the woman. Come on, bro. He had all he could have. He could have knocked her completely out. And guess what? Honestly, he had all rights to do that because he didn't put his hands on her. She continued to mess up his face. He allowed her to mess up his face before he put his hands on her. If he did, he didn't. Give some credit.
Right.
Where's the credit? Everything shouldn't always be negative.
But it's not going to, because he's a Black man.
Right.
I told you that on the totem pole of this thing called life in the society that we reside in, Black men are literally like roaches. They want them to be genetically exterminated and annihilated right now.
what you said.
Right.
So for one to be upheld, like for instance, look at how they did Colin Kaepernick. I always have to bring him up. I'm extremely proud of this man. Yeah, listen, Miss Biracial Guru, I know that is your line, but baby, that man there, I'm more than proud of him for standing up for what he believed, even when they killed his character.
Right.
They took all the money from him, and it was never about money for him. And he's shown that it's not about money. When you steadfast to something, when you hold true to it, and it's bigger than you, oh baby, it's all good. You got this.
Yes.
Got your back. Bow out, trust and believe. The universe got his back on this because he did what was supposed to do. I take my hat off to his mama.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, I am hopeful. I'm very hopeful that Trend does not hit these women, because I promise you, I done knocked the shit out of some folks in front of him, behind him. You know what I'm saying? I done knocked the shit out of some people, and I'm doing my best to instill to him that you don't have to knock the shit out of people.
And ain't nothing wrong with that, because
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like I say, on my part of abuse, I'm sorry, I was not the person to walk away. No, I was the person to fight back. So even though you wake up and you be like, oh, this is unhealthy, a lot of us as parents don't realize your child has already seen some of it. So I'm correcting it now, of course, but they still saw it at some point in their life. So no, I don't want my girls, and I'm the type, I will tell my girls, listen, you got to learn how to keep your hands to it. Don't be like your mom, okay?
Right.
I didn't have them all. Don't be like her. Be better than me.
On purpose, though. On purpose. Just because you saw me do it and it might have worked for me, it might not work like that for you.
Right.
And so, yeah, the difference between me, I've always, I don't want to deal with the fighting and the arguing and all that extra stuff, because my abuse wasn't for as in a relationship. It was for as my mom. So mine was to stray away from that and not show that. So that was the difference with me and with mine seeing it.
Hey, I understand that aspect also. They ain't seen that part though, because one thing, when it comes to my respect level for my parents, I ain't gonna lie, my parents have got away with pure murder on this land. And I will continue to be the one that walk away. Because y'all like, no, I ain't gonna do it. They get a pass. They get a serious pass. But then also on the other level, one thing that I had to realize is when you separate yourself, you have to unfortunately separate yourself to like all together, guys, because your children also see, even though I don't react, they see and they hear the things that are being done from the other side. And if you don't react and you don't set boundaries, they are going to take in that it's okay for certain people to say and do whatever to them. And that ain't good either.
Correct. That would be correct. Correct.
So it comes from both sides. They can see me be calm and see me walk away. They can see rage. They can see this. But one thing that we have to teach our children is to set boundaries and know your self-respect and your self-worth. It's not okay for nobody to talk to you or treat you any old kind of way or be disrespectful. I don't care what their title is.
And period. See, with yours, you said yours was walking away. Mine is yelling. My mom yells. My mom talks extremely loud. My mom talks extremely loud. And when my dad gets mad, he gets this really high squeaky voice and he yells. He tries to act like he's this big person. And it's the funniest thing ever. But see, I'm pretty sure that if my son were to tell you, man, all my mama do is holler and then she do this. So, you know what I'm saying? So these are habits that we as parents have got, but this is what I saw and this is what I heard.
Right.
But I can see my mom came behind me and told me, no, ma'am, what you're gonna stop doing is yelling at that boy and you're gonna stop hitting him. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna talk to him like a human being, and you're going to explain things to him, and you're gonna tell him the who, the what, the when, and the why, and you be open and you be honest with him. You don't hit him. You take things from him. You stop his privileges and things of that nature, but you do not hit him. Now, I have scars where I done got the shit beat out of me from her, the very person that told me not to beat my child.
Right.
I'm talking about sometimes at 35, my mama, if I go around her, my mama be finna give me a hug, I do like this.
But you know, that's that grandmama and that grandchild relationship. They don't want, it's like they set the boundaries for us when it comes to their grandchildren. Like you be like, for real though, but I couldn't even sneeze without you going off on me. But it's like they calm you down and keep it from, they saw what they did with us and they don't want us to do it with them in an aspect. So they gonna, I guess, teach us the right way to go about it this time since they saw that they did it wrong. But I mean, I guess it's cool. But you be like, for real, I wish you would have noticed that then, you know, when it was that.
Right. But I guess that's that saying, with age comes wisdom, because it takes our parents to age for them to get the wisdom to tell us, even though it might be too late. Well, for a lot of people, it's never too late. It's whether you choose to receive it or not. Because a person can say the same thing 100 ways, 100 times, 100 days. But if that one person doesn't receive it on any of those days, it's still going to be hot air.
Right. Because I yelled for years until, you know what I'm saying, you came along and you went with it. So, you know what I'm saying? But that comes with having somebody that is persistent with you and cares enough to be like, hey, look, bro, if you're going to be around me, you're going to have to calm your damn self down. And if not, we just going to have to separate ourselves. That's, once again, going back to boundaries. And if you care about that person, you'll set those boundaries. Yes, don't get me wrong, people. I still get loud sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But.
Right.
It's a very, very, it was way louder than this. Believe me.
I'm talking about on an all the time continual basis. And I'm very proud though. I'm very proud that you were, you know, you heard it and you was like, I mean, cause baby, whoo. But see, that still goes the same with Lissa, because I've had to tell her about that popping off in the, listen, this woman can say some things that I'm like,
how dare she, Lissa? How dare she?
It's okay. I do. I have a very, very sharp tongue, and that is something that I have had to learn how to correct, and I'm correcting slowly, and I'm getting there, because when I get my feelings hurt, you know, anything come out. But my kids, guys, they may not say some hurtful stuff, but when you come to chastising them, oh, they got something to say back. But wait, but mama, no, that's not how this happened. But da 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 da, and I can't get mad because they got it from me. Okay, that's what they see. Mama get hurt. Mama is about to pop off. She ain't gonna be calm. No, it's like a region, you know. But hey.
See, y'all's is that. Mine is hand problems. See how this is my thing. And it's so funny that you guys are the closest people to me, but y'all would be the person that I used to would hit first. Like somebody that's hollering like Keisha. Oh, baby, jail, been there for that. Just people just bow. I don't hit your ass. You get mad and you doing all that, bow. I don't hit your ass. That used to be, listen, I used to hit. I'm talking about who? I don't care. Mine will hit you fast. I'm talking about.
Man, I don't like you to put your finger in my face. Don't put your finger in my face.
Man, you ain't gonna get that close. You doing this right here? Bow. You talking real loud? Bow.
of people think that comes from an emotion called anger, but really, mine didn't come from no anger. Mine came when my feelings get hurt.
Yourself, Keisha.
When my feelings get hurt, that's when I explode. Like angry, no, I can kind of just sit there and just be like, and you can see the steam coming out my ears, but you hurt my feelings. Okay, now it's time for war.
See,
and people confuse those emotions. A lot of times when people explode like that, it's not because somebody just made you angry.
No. Because anger is a secondary, it's a primary feeling to a secondary. I mean, it's a primary feeling to a secondary emotion. You always have a feeling. You feel something that you're not addressing before you get angry.
Right. And a lot of times people pop off from a fearful state of mind or, an expectation that did not go your way.
There you go. And mine is, because I've always been a smaller person, mine came from anticipation. You popping off. So at this point in my mind done told me, oh, they're trying to build themselves up. Hit first and think and talk later. Hit first, talk later. So mine was anticipation. Listen, I will anticipate somebody doing something to me, and the military told me kill or be killed, but that was before the military. Oh, I just used to fight. I'm talking about hit, bow.
Yeah, that little people syndrome is always that anticipation. Shoot, you don't never know. Look, you don't know what's coming for you. God dang it. You gotta always anticipate that they're gonna come do something. God dang it.
I'm hitting first, asking questions later.
That brings another topic. These taxes, y'all. Okay?
Yes.
Let me tell y'all about these taxes. I'm in a tax group, okay? And the only reason why I get in a tax group every year is so I could read people's comments and so I could laugh at the meaning, because it's really, really entertaining. Okay, so these people really don't even know each other and be arguing over letters, over who got their direct deposit and who didn't, over who got approved and who didn't get it. I mean, we cussing each other out. Yes. It goes down.
A tax group. So it's not how to help me file my taxes. What do you do to file your taxes? It's more the fact that these people are in here talking about that they don't file their taxes, when they getting them back, that they got a deposit.
Oh, it starts off. There are some people who will answer questions, and you can really learn a lot about taxes, but it gets real about mid-February when people are not seeing direct deposits. And I really want to know what these people are anticipating with this wall thing, with this government shutdown keep going on, because they be on there like these people be serious about their tax money.
Because they want that tax money, girl. Why you think that they went on and said, okay, for them why you think he postponed this for 3 more weeks? Because these people, like, for real, let him say no taxes. Girl, the world finna blow up. They finna have the biggest hissy donkey fit. And the thing is, that $500-700 gone oh damn May. Y'all ain't invested in nothing. Y'all ain't got nothing that's meaningful for nothing. You have just showed off them new shoes. When I bought a car that's repo by June, you done did all this and ain't invested none of that money into nothing, but you mad because this man gonna do a shutdown and not give it to you.
Them people
what are you doing with
it? They said that's their money and they want their money now. Okay? That's what they said.
Oh, okay. And they're gonna do whatever it is, even if it's another topic. Put out that wall up, barricade that bus in on this earth, and have us stranded just for that tax money.
So let me ask y'all a question. When y'all get y'all taxes, are y'all gonna buy y'all a map? Is anybody gonna buy a map? Anybody go get them a map? Because at this point, we're finna have to. Hey, like, wait a minute. Wait, I'm finna jump topics, but we're gonna come back to this topic. with this map, do y'all listen, y'all? Do y'all know if you Google? I'm finna share my screen with y'all so I can Google it. If you Google Sojourner Truth, do you know it says that she was a gay rights activist?
Huh?
Okay, now that we laughed about it, okay, but that shit ain't funny though, because my nephew Grayson, he don't know Sojourner Truth. So by the time he get in school and they start talking about Sojourner Truth, they gonna have this child thinking that gays.
She's a gay rights activist. No, she was not. They wasn't even talking about gay rights. What the fudge? Where the hell that come from?
Listen, I'm gonna have to pull it up and share my screen so y'all can see this.
This is a mess.
Do you hear this foolery? Yes. Okay, guys. Now let me tell you about now before, because we're gonna go on to Black History, but let's stay with this whole taxes where we was at. Let me ask y'all something about the map. Are you gonna buy a map that's like flat, or you gonna buy one that's a globe? I just want to know, like, because people say that the world is flat. So, do the people who say the world is flat, do they have the map that's flat, and then the people who say the world is circle, they have one that's a globe? Do they look the same? Like, do they look the same? Like, are the measurements the same as on a flat map as on a circle map?
I cannot.
I just want to know. Okay, you know what? When I get my taxes, I'm definitely going to get a flat map and a circle map. I'm just
go get a globe and a flat map, huh?
Okay, so is anybody gonna invest in any type of vegetation? Like, are you gonna start like, going to some classes to learn how to grow your food and figure out what food can be food and medicine? Like, what are some things that you guys are anticipating doing that are investments into your further existence?
I ain't even thought that far because, unless they get this man his wall, I don't know what's going to happen. So I just ain't anticipate nothing.
I can make that.
That's true, though. Honestly, I ain't even really thought about no taxes. To be completely honest with you. I mean, taxes right now is the last bit of my words because at the end of the day, that's extra money. And it's not here yet. Don't know when it's gonna be here yet. And at the end of the day, they control that just as well as they control everything else. So how about this? Go make my own money and get a job or continue my business, and there go my money. If it comes, it comes. Thank you for the bonus.
I'm gonna learn how to grow some medication.
Who?
What? I want a garden.
You gonna grow some what, Queen?
Medication.
Okay. I listen, grow it up, baby. Grow it. But I definitely want to try to grow tomatoes, cucumbers, and some form of pepper. And I want to figure out how to grow a fruit. But I want to do it all from seeds because
I want to do herbs though.
Right. That's very important. So I'm gonna do like 3 fruit, 3 herbs, and then like a plant.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I want to get like Marquita, be able to plant.
Okay, listen.
Just have the magic hands and just be like, voila! Oh, friend, my plant look good today.
Did you just say voila? So Marquita just says voila.
Voila.
You know what? When you wait till my queen see this him, she gonna fall out laughing on the floor with them voila hands. I am not right.
For real, honey. I also want to learn how to sew. Well, I don't want to learn how to sew. I want them to learn how to sew.
You should learn. That's a really good thing.
Keisha, you don't know how to sew?
I know how to sew hands, not with a sewing machine.
Oh, I was about to say, because you're real crafty.
Yeah, I know how to sew by hand, but for a sewing machine, I want to learn how to do it with a sewing machine.
Okay, don't get your finger too close.
That's the point. That's that right there. That's been that whole thing. Even when my grandmama used to sew back in the day, both of them, I just sit there and watch, and I'll be like, how in the hell do they keep from getting their fingers stuck up in there?
They got skills. Skills.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so what is it that you're going to invest in for your children with this income tax? Or are you going? Did y'all see that man that made that game? That black man, he made a game. It's called banking.
Yeah, him and his children. Him and his children. It's called
how to be financially
online banking.
Yeah.
Online banking. It's I'm on his website. Him and his children made an online banking game. That's why I'm talking about. We can get our game going too. What?
The emotional game.
Yes, girl.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
My kid.
You say what I'm going to do for my children is
to teach them about income taxes, because you have an 18-year-old, about to be.
Yes, and right now that's all she keep on hollering about, them income taxes. I basically right now teaching her for as that her dad does her part of the income tax. So once she turns 18, hey, I'm gonna take her, help her fill it out, let her know about Social Security and all that being taken out and what's taken out more. She's learning it now and making her money. She one of them that don't like to not have money in her pocket, so she got this. More determination than the will.
My kids, they kind of just.
Your children what?
I don't. Income tax is just extra money. Man, they ask me and get stuff all year round. They don't care about no damn taxes.
So do you feel like because they're younger that it's not time yet to tell them anything about this?
They don't really. The main
I got a question.
thing that's going on with my son is trying to teach him the athlete part in school. Okay, that's what we battling with. The realness of scholarships, the realness of being an athlete, the realness of importance of no matter what kind of talent you have, your grades and your learning matters more. You can have all the talent in the world. You can be the next Michael Jordan. What's that mean if you go out there and you twist your ankle or you pop your ankle out of place and can't bounce another basketball and run up and down another court? So that is the importance that we got going on right now, because that's what he wants to do in his life. But with me as a mama, basketball cannot be your main focus. It's still them grades. I would rather my child go to college on an academic scholarship than an athletic scholarship, because he's gonna have a backup plan.
Question: how many more years do y'all really think that we're gonna have of income taxes in the first place?
This probably gonna be the last year.
I'm being completely honest with you. How many more years do you really think that we are really gonna have it? Because at the end of the day, this whole shutdown thing has really shown people that you will convert back to slavery whenever they snap their damn finger. How many people worked for the government and said they signed this contract and did this oath and this and that and went to work, didn't have no gas, didn't know how their children was going to eat or anything, and conformed themselves back to slavery? So he already knows that he could take our money. He could take our money. He could do whatever he wants to, and you still going to take your ass to work. So how long do you really think that we're going to have income taxes when they know they could tell your ass, oh, it's a shutdown, but you still got to go to work and you get out your bed and you do it anyways?
Right. You're right. I don't think it's going to go much longer. I think he's already said that a couple years ago. And I mean, to be honest with you, regardless of how you feel about a person, he may talk out, out his ass. We all know that. But I mean, he don't care. He care about you. You gotta look at people who, and I'm not one to get into politics real quick, but a lot of these people who have put this person in office are the main ones complaining, and all he bitching about is a $6.5 billion wall. He don't care about nothing else but that goddamn wall. That's it. He doesn't care about all these killings that's going on. He doesn't care about nothing but that wall.
And the question should be, why is it so damn important? Because it sure does not make sense to keep Mexicans out. Because y'all been letting them be illegal aliens for too damn long to be trying to keep them out now.
So have you ever thought maybe it's trying to keep something in?
Yes, most definitely. Mm-hmm. Keeping us right on it, because at the end of the day, if your mind is not open enough to know that these Asians, these Koreans, all these shops that they got, all this stuff that they own, that they don't have underground tunnels, you're crazy. So there's no way that they're keeping them out of here. They can come and go as they please. They have been doing it for so many years. We have been citizens on this damn earth way longer than they have. And at the end of the day, we ain't got a single right to move and go back and forth. Hell, we got to work our asses off just to get it, provide for our children. They can come in, have 17 million people living in their house, get out of benefits, food stamps, out of jobs, out of everything, but they keeping them out. Come on, y'all.
Right.
Because they know that those people know how to work together and come up off of their benefits and things of that nature.
Say that again.
Us as a melanated people, we won't come together. It's 3 women right now, and instead of buying a 16-bedroom house and paying $2,000 amongst us, I'm paying over here, y'all paying over there, y'all paying over there, but we're paying them so that we can pretend that we're living good instead of us buying a big ass thing and passing this big ass thing down. We're passing down.
But at the end of the day,
go rent.
That's movement, though. That's to know that we're all here at one now. Who says we can't do that later? Who says that's not something that we're not working towards? But at least these 3 women have those mindsets to do that. You have other 3 women, their mindsets is worried about how they gonna get the next sack, or how they gonna get the next pair of shoes for their children, how they gonna get this. They're not focusing and worried about, we might need to come together like these Mexicans, because they not dumb. They're smart as hell. Because guess what? They rent probably $500, but they got at least 10 people in there. They got a job. So what, they paying $10 a piece? Come on, people.
For real.
That is stupid.
It's true.
It's fuck. That's why they children walking around here with gold rings and necklaces and chains and shit. You might be jigging at what they dressing like, but them people know how to save their money and do what they're supposed to be doing. They're sending their money back to their people.
They land and they doing what they got to do. But see, this is the thing, you guys. They have us separated as a people. The Africans don't know that they can reach out to us, and that we don't know that we can reach to them for support. Right. When the Africans come over here, they're showing a video of thugs and this and that and this and that, and taught to stay away from us as Black people. And then we're taught that they're nasty and live in trees and this and that and got AIDS and this and that, so we stay away from them. So even when we are in this land, when we're still here together, we'll go to the Africans to get our hair braided, but we won't go to them and say, hey, how do you make this oil that you're braiding my hair with? Can you teach me this skill? They're not coming to us saying, hey, you started a business. How did you do that? Can you show my daughter?
Right. We're not using each other's utensils, and that's what people fail to understand.
We don't have.
Yeah, we don't, and we always want to charge. You don't want to give free advice to help a person out. It's always because what's wrong with you need help in this area, I need help in this area. We come together and do it. That's how it's supposed to work. But it's always a profit over here, or what you gonna get out of it like this. That's why we are so divided. It's either jealousy, or you feel like you want to put that person down because they're doing better than you. It's never an upliftment in when it comes to our area and our color. And it's like crazy. I don't see nobody else doing it. Nobody else does it. They don't pay up. They barely really want to sell that, but because you can't go to an Asian and ask them how they getting their hair for cheap. You definitely can't go do that because they're not going to tell you. I bet they're going to tell that other Asian down the street though.
They're investing their monies. That's what they're doing. They have money. They have projects that everybody's investing in on an all the time basis, and it's growing. That's how when we were at the call center, yes, it was a Black man who had, the idea, and then he had his partner who had the brains, but they had that Asian, whatever nationality he was from overseas, Korean, whatever, Russian, whatever he was calling back to Shanghai, and Shanghai had the money to invest in what it was that the Black man idea was. We don't have an investor. You're not my mom, when I was a waitress, when I started working at 17, my mom told me, "Little mama, save $2 every day you get tips. Save $2. We won't even save $2. Okay, if this is the thing, you guys, money is finna be of no value. None. So of no value, and I've saved money, and you saved money, and she saved money. Now what do we have? But if we would have been having, when we get out these taxes, them bitcoins is $1,000 for one. So we split this up and buy one Bitcoin. Guess who 3 families are gonna be able to virtually survive? Even if it's just for a minimal time, we will virtually be able to survive because we have one Bitcoin that the 3 of us can purchase for our families. Then we're going to buy another Bitcoin. So now that gives each family once we have 3 Bitcoins, that is, your family has a Bitcoin, my family has a Bitcoin, her family has a Bitcoin. And now we're able to survive in the virtual world. But then with the skill set, Keisha, I know how to braid hair. You know how to braid hair. Alyssa knows how to plait. So even if we can't barter with money, we can barter with our skills. So no matter what it is that we do, if we all, like Marquita does the vegetation, but what if Marquita's sick and it's time to turn over the soil? Somebody else
gotta learn too.
Exactly. But see, if everybody's learning the same thing at the same time, we're not moving fast enough. Right. Alyssa pick one thing that she masters. You pick one thing that you master. I pick one thing that I master. Marquita pick another thing that she master. And then we all spend a week, and Alyssa teach all of us for a week her thing. Keisha, you teach all of us for a week your thing. I teach y'all for a week my thing. Now that's 4 women that all have 4 different skills, or 5 or 6 or whatever, but we merged it, and now we have more ways to barter when time comes.
But see, people are not preparing themselves for that. People don't think it's going to happen. It's not real. All this, it is, but it's happening right before your eyes. But instead of really recognizing it and believing it, you taking it as a joke, or you're getting scared. Yeah, he just scared the shit out of half of y'all. But guess what? None of y'all paid that shit attention because he gave them food stamps back. He gave y'all 2 months in advance in food stamps, and y'all didn't even pay attention no more. That he just wiped y'all of not having anything at all. And just a few minutes ago, you was complaining.
Have you
about what people going to do, and nobody's going to do anything else for themselves now since they got it, and nobody thinking about getting up and getting no job and all that stuff no more.
Okay, but see, have y'all realized that they have the survival kit meals in Home Depot, in Lowe's, in Walmart, but everybody getting food stamps and they're buying food for right now, but nobody bought a survival food kit. And the thing is $20. It's $19.99 in Walmart, and it's 4 meals in there.
But nobody paid that no attention. And guess what? They could have got 3 of them survival kits. That's a whole $100. Or what? You got too much. You could have got 4, 5 of them things, filled up your whole house, and still would have had some stamps. But nobody paid that no attention. Girl, they was going after the good shit, the crab legs, the shrimp,
and they all gonna be fun. And don't nobody know how to farm. Don't nobody know how to garden. Don't nobody know how to nothing. But yet and still, you're going out, you're getting your fingernails done. But them Koreans, when you go in and get them fingernails done, you know what they do? They send their money back over there, and they running up their legacy back over there with them eyelashes, baby. They running it up. But the thing about it is, I stopped getting my I have money to go get my nails done. The thing about it is, I want to invest in my business. I just let my nails grow from my birthday when I took them nails off all the way up until 2 days ago. I've never bit my nails so hard to get my nails off. Like my fingernails, they were not, I'm talking about they were super strong. And I'm talking about healthy and long, but I wanted to start over. So I'm starting over. Now I see the strength in my own natural nails. I don't have to do that.
Right.
My son, I just combed his hair out for 2 hours. That boy, some of his plaits was coming down to about right here on his back. Mind you, he ain't combed his hair in almost combed it out through. He'll finger it out and moisturize it and stuff like that. But to comb it, my son's plaits are down his back. But these women are going and they're buying all this hair and doing this and that. And my hair is 5 years. Now I keep cutting mine. And Lisa can vouch for that. My hair was way longer than this. But in 5 years of no chemicals and me just taking care of my hair, and I keep cutting it. But my hair could be stupid long if I just leave it alone.
Right. Just like me. I've been growing my locks, a year?
Yep.
Just leave it alone. Do what you want. But we have in our minds that our hair's so nappy. We don't have a nappy grade of hair. It's just a different course of hair. But society of letting you know that you just need to flatten out your hair. You need to do this. That's why we ain't got no edges. That's why we ain't got this. Because we continue to mess up what we have naturally.
Our self-worth is no longer there.
No.
We don't have self-worth. We don't lust after ourselves. As a society, we're not lusting after ourselves. We're not attracted to ourselves. And we're not committed to ourselves as a society. We do not love. Point blank, period. Everybody's trying to be in love with somebody else and trying to make somebody else be in love with them. But sweetheart, you're not lusting yourself, which is your natural qualities. This is you. This is you. Right. But then you get mad at everybody else saying, oh, she want to be just like me. When the fuck is you going to want to be just like you?
Right. 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 Because, when you take that chop and you've been stuck in that society for so long, it takes a minute to adjust to it. But at the end of the day, that's that process of you learning you, getting to know who you are and loving you and loving and liking the look and what you've chosen for yourself, regardless of what anybody has to say about it. I'm going to tell you, I ended up, I done snapped on a few people for saying something about when I had first started my twist and doing it. Like I told them, it's not for you, it's for me. This was my process and my growth.
Right.
So, I mean, we have to love ourselves as a society. And Black people, we don't. And that's just been the honest to goodness truth. Y'all would rather sit around and talk about everybody else and what that person ain't doing, knowing y'all shit is way worse than the person that you damn talking about. But to take the focus off what you're going through and you dealing with your own issues, you'd rather be in somebody else's mess or worried about what somebody else got going on.
Facts. So, y'all, let me tell y'all. The whole point is for this month of February, lust you.
Whew.
Love you. Get addicted.
Love you. Lust on you. Be with you.
So in the comments, there are going to be a couple of links for you. If you are interested in becoming, in growing your personal brand or your personal business, there is going to be a link that the three of us, as Well Empowerment Schooling as a business, utilizes to grow our network and marketing to understand these platforms a lot better. So take advantage of that link. You will have to leave your name and your name and email address in order to gain access to the content. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Like this video, leave us some comments, share the video, because every Sunday we're going to talk about what's hot, what's not, We're going to bring the emotional side of it in, and we're going to give you a lot of different facts. Now, next week, because we did not talk on Black history, we are definitely going to drop the nuggets on that, and I'll definitely have some slides for you guys to see with some screen sharing and things of that nature. But there is going to be a link that is going to give you access to a $10 10-day trial that is going to give you information on the how-tos of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, blogging, how to do an ebook. There's so many different tools inside of this particular training. There is no way that, and the training itself is a way for you to start your own residual income, because just by joining, you will, and paying your $10 and other people paying theirs, you will give you a residual income begin to start. You can ask Keisha because she is the master link sharer.
Get it, Queen.
Love it.
Master link sharer, honey. That girl be getting these leads left and right. Queen, I gotta leave. Queen, I gotta leave. Queen, I gotta leave. She get leads out of nowhere.
Right.
Just works like that, people. No,
I cannot. So you guys, stay connected to Empowerment. We will make sure that we keep the business page full of information, activity for you guys to engage in. Trust yourself. If you don't know about Trust, that was a series that we did a couple of months back, a couple of weeks back. So I'll drop a link on Trust so that you can follow the series of Trust and understand how to trust yourself. Just stay connected. And today is the Super Bowl. For all of those who are anticipating these wins,
who your team, Lissa?
Who is your team, girl?
The Patriots. Be mad at somebody else, okay? No, it's on today, so bring your game.
So you see, she's already anticipating nothing but a win over there. Nothing but
bring
a win.
Your game.
I am definitely excited. So next week, you guys, we're going to be talking about Valentine's and Black history as well. We're going to bring in these murders that have happened and addiction, because addiction is a big thing. And it does have to do with anticipation in a major way. So stay connected to Empowerment. Choose hope. Peace.